Do you believe in evil? As an idea. Do you believe in the power of darkness? That's a superstition. Now there you are wrong. The power of darkness is more than just a superstition. It is a living force which can be tapped at any given moment.
Only a thin knife edge separates reality from illusion.
Welcome to the next level.
Destroying the demons. Destroying the devil.
Welcome to the next level.
Destroying the demons. Destroying the devil.
Welcome to the next level.
Destroying the demons. Destroying the devil.
Welcome to the next level.
Destroying the demons. Destroying the devil.
Seen it over my bed, sleep paralysis. Felt with true malices, combated with the essence, the source. In its presence, of course, there are no weapons of force. A blessing acts as a torch in the movies, but truly, no one understands the voice that God's son of Sam. We here at Science Division, trying to envision a world evil-free, equally from sea to sea. For this purpose, I was created, submerging these demons' faces in holy water. Holy slaughtered them like my namesake, the archangel, sparking plain view, the chronic, demonic forces everywhere, ruling elite. Fool you with speech, tools of deceit, yo, wool over sheep, United Nations, subscribe to Satan, divide with hating. I rise unshaken, their lies are blatant, the wise forsaken. Once you see, you can't unsee, advise you take in. Knowledge I'm delivering like some ancient text. Pay respect like your loved one was laid to rest. They attest from the grave, a former demon slave. Deep in ways only free minds can comprehend. Those ornament too, this dose is on the menu. A verbal exorcism for victims that's fundamental. Possession, insurrection of minds, blinded by design. Ayo, no finer rhymes in mine. No crucifix in the booth, I spit, the truth is it.
I used to be serene until I dealt with demons and fiends. Pandemic scans, respirators and breathing machines. See the green, tis the highlight, the red amongst us. In our circumference, preying on the youngsters. With dysfunctional drag queen, story time for the children. They bend the rules as they would like to have it. Mounted for thrashing, backdoor fantasy planning. Left wing becomes fascist. Morals out the window, 9.8 meters per second square in passing. Thank God for my physics and angel guidances. No reliance on pharmaceutical scientists. They all require dense examination. Destructive therapy like cancer patients. Now many doctors can stand the faking agents of chaos. Without a safe spot, just stay your watch. It's Satan's lot, blazing hot, great Scott. I can't stop deception time with a fake watch, so I send a brace of shots. It's time that we replace the pop and face the cops with artillery. Civil warfare zealots are more scared of truth than printed propaganda. Surrender thoughts with your hands up. Won't you bite the apple, young fellow? Knowledge awaits you. Here's a couple notions. Homies are fake in a world that hates you. When life is demonic, how can you stay true? Many hold the chronic they can blaze to with fluctuating and changing moods. Aim to do what cleanses your soul. Protect your naked torso, and more so, be mindful of the course you chose.
Welcome to the next level.
Destroying the demons. Destroying the devil.
Welcome to the next level.
Destroying the demons. Destroying the devil.
Welcome to the next level.
Destroying the demons. Destroying the devil.
Welcome to the next level.
Destroying the demons. Destroying the devil.
My God, the devil himself.
The demon walks in the forest of night.
Don't look at the eyes!
Eyes are consumed with the devil's chief disciple.
Master of the undead damned.
The demons of the mind.
You must fight
The demons of
power to the death. You must fight the devil's power to the death.
your will is leaving you.
You will hear evil. You will feel evil. You will see evil.
This soul killer takes men from their graves, captive in the borderland between life and death.
This place reeks of madness.
Why should these people live in mortal fear?
The eternal battle between man and the devil. The diabolical adventure of people who invoke Satan.
Beyond temporary fear to everlasting terror. Demons.
Not dead? Are you mad? I saw her die. I saw them bury her.
The demon.
The unholy commands of her demon master. These mindless creatures carry out his cursed will. Never eyes so evil, never powers so potent.
Who will survive?
Beyond the edge of darkness.
Will you survive it?
Must be the light of demons.
Welcome to the next level.
Destroying the demons. Destroying the devil.
Welcome to the next level.
Destroying the demons. Destroying the devil. destroying the demons, destroying the demons,
Welcome to the next level.
destroying the demons, destroying the devil.
Warning. Warning. Beware. The terrifying story of a rampaging bandage and bone monster stalking those who defiled its tomb of terror.
I must take you into my confidence and warn you.
There is a curse which says that all persons present at the opening of a pharaoh's coffin and who gaze at the face of the mummy therein shall die. You have been warned.
The mummy.
You fucking dummies. You fucking dummies. Like some mummies.
The living dead.
You fucking dummies. Like some mummies.
The mummy.
Yo, listen, rap clowns, the villains back around with wrap-around type bandages to encapsulate the product like it's cannabis. I'm highly cancerous. Surgeon General's warning comes with the liner notes to live life through finer quotes of existence. Reveal my face, won't see your image. I'm sorta like the invisible man, residing at your local inn. Most comprehend but won't approach what's underneath the coat. Is it flesh? If I had to guess, maybe emptiness in his chest. Without a soul, I'm here to claim the underground scrolls. Wake up out my tomb to write hieroglyphs I can cipher with. Picture perfect, tell stories of Egyptian worship, building pyramids without explanation or mathematical equation. Nothing short of amazing. Let's escort the layman towards the medieval torture and sword engagements. You catches looking like Brendan Fraser, afraid to play the role. Welcome back into the days of old, before Constantine and Christians would change the mold.
Fresh out the Hymenoptera, rhyming proper. What's the cost of this sarcophagus 1,000 years down the road? Drowned it, hold a beat, rap from crown to toe. The sound of old got you bound to fold. Found a soul in the tape deck. You the wackest, should practice like safe sex. Rap it like some mummies, funny style. Rappers running wild, something foul. The stench of death, scented flesh decayed. Wretched ways of rhyming, check the timing. Laid the rest with diamonds. Take it to the grave, raiders will dig it up. Flip it, verbal fisticuffs, hurt you, give it up. Purple piff to puff, think of us when you talking about the nicest. Though my likeness never grace a wall or tomb. If I fall too soon, a vandal with the words to face the hall of doom. You mummies, I'm the slave that shot the arrow through the pharaoh's chest. I bring the light like Ra, in spite of y'all fledglings trying to spread wings out the sparrow's nest.
You fucking dummies. Like some mummies.
The living dead.
You fucking dummies. Like some mummies.
The mummy.
You fucking dummies. Like some fucking dummies. Like some mummies. Mummies.
The living dead.
You fucking dummies. Like some mummies. Mummies.
The mummy.
The rap Ramses, my stanzas are fancy. Egyptian home city, travel through continents. You can't reach from head to feet, I'm shrouded. Surround my physical with natrons, stay calm. 40 days in extraction of frame containing resin. Second only behind Osiris. A cousin of Isis, still electrifying through. Mic devices, slice into my organs. Extract and place them in canopic jars. Treat them like chronological evidence. Who had the balls? New York to Zanzibar. Detroit, the world is fans of ours. So walk along the step pyramid and maybe reach the stars. Frolic with the sun gods. I pull chicks like Lara from Tomb Raider. The preservation of my heart is paramount. The rest I found in juice containers. Major moves from nature. My style's enthralling, lyrically embalming. Anthropological flows on my calling. Yield to all gifts and offerings, but rock the mass like Anubis. My horizontal placement, not to worry if the shoe fits.
Hey, yo, chariots of the gods, pods through the Stargate. Bars make your choice like the voice in Dune. You gon' play this. Even haters like Stephen A. Smith, believing in the greatness. What I'm achieving with no spaceship's assistance. with only makeshift provisions. The point in every line you felt aligns with Orion's belt. Defiance melts hands off these mummies while I pride of wealth from their lifeless fingers. The kind of stealth of the nicest ninjas, tampered with this powered amulet of cannabis. Inscriptions written in glyphs. There's wisdom in this manuscript. Predictions from the hands of this light provider, scriber of fire. Truth speakers who feature flows that blew up speakers. En Sabanor, cryptic, mystic, apocalyptic with hip-hop linguistics. Watch is vivid like the clearest memory. Stay the dearest friend of me, or fear this enemy. Steer clear the spear's trajectory.
You fucking dummies, you fucking dummies, like some mummies.
The living dead.
You fucking dummies, like some mummies.
The mummy.
You fucking dummies, like some fucking dummies, like some mummies. Mummies.
The living dead.
You fucking dummies, like some mummies. Mummies.
The mummy. Egypt, 4,000 years ago, a land of strange rituals and savage cruelty. Many of their secrets are still hidden from the eyes of 20th century man. Secrets that protect their dead. Supernatural powers that once released can live again in our modern world. The mummy, the living dead, bringing terror and death across 4,000 years.
Do not meddle with the
Evil flesh and blood from the mummy's tomb.
You cannot run away from the curse of the mummy's tomb. You have been warned. Let the sleeping mummy lie.
You have to help me. You know its power. I have no mind left, no will.
Like some mummy. Mummies. You know what I'm saying?
Government agents, scientists, soldiers, master criminals, secret formulas, monsters. None of them belong in this swamp. Only one thing does. The Swamp Thing.
You're a plant, aren't you?
The adventures of the Swamp Thing. In the incredible adventure that grows on you or all over you. The Swamp Thing.
Hey, bro. What's happening, bro?
My brain real. Blunted.
Got that good cheap.
In this motherfucker.
You down. Hey, bro. What's happening, bro?
I paralyzed from your feet up.
Got that good cheap.
In this motherfucker.
You down. Hey, bro. What's happening, bro?
My brain real. Blunted.
Got that good cheap.
In this motherfucker.
You down. Hey, bro. What's happening, bro?
I paralyzed from your feet up.
Got that good cheap.
In this motherfucker.
You down.
No bullshit. I just wanna rap and crack jokes. I just wanna trap my rap flow. I just wanna break no contact, glove it up, catch smoke. Till I start to breathe like Fat Joe. The Alec to my Alice. Swamp Thing, carry me to your palace. I wanna study science in secret by where your lab is. You have all my compliance if needed, I won't combat it. You taught me not to rhyme without reason, that's why we smash it. Juggling the bud I got from Cali with my sour D. I can't seem to choose, I love them both. How entitled of me, cheaters will be proud of me. Sativa brings it out of me. Need to smoke some indica to sleep it off entirely. Weed heads love my weed thoughts. I read thoughts and express them very elegant. When the beat talk, give back crowns, cause I blow a kiss when I see frogs. This that sound that blend O's and Pip with some C-more.
You can't wet me, I go mogwai from the color tie-dye. It's all love till I gotta wave these rappers bye-bye. Listen my guy, there's levels to this shit. All your medals on the strip don't mean you generally spit. I'm irrelevantly sick sometimes, I should be talking chillin'. Of that I'm serial, perennial, centennial. It all starts with Mary J, that real love that carries weight. Never gravitate, once it activates, it leaves a nigga in his classic state. Feeling good up where the ceiling should be, could be. Watching Narcos, Serrat and Archo at the park, bro. Sipping piraguas, ballin' jumpers, agua. You and in my glassa, jaw blazing it, hazing it, BX style, a reptile. Spit that shit to melt your face off. I'm the cyborg, sight boss. It started when I sparked it, ashed it by the other rapper's carcass. You tagged the artist.
Hey, bro. What's happening, bro?
My brain real. Blunted.
Got that good cheap.
In this motherfucker.
You down. Hey, bro. What's happening, bro?
I paralyzed from your feet up.
Got that good cheap. In this motherfucker with that. Hey, bro. 7 bro.
My brain real, blunted.
Got that good cheap. In this motherfucker with that. Hey, bro. 7 bro.
I paralyzed from your feet up.
Got that good cheap. In this motherfucker.
Hey, check it. It's A7. They call me the swamp thing, cause my style is plant-based. A humanoid creature, elastic limbs for grabbing gems. Cell manipulation photo. Synthesize my pages using pens. With chlorophyll, my superhuman strength controls the field. A dark justice leaguer. Puffin' reefer, sit you on your keister. It's psychedelic and transmorphic like a sorceress. Forklift the split, absorb it quick. Assorted chords and riffs. And it's unfortunate they treat me like I came from an orphanage and won't support the kid. This ain't the source of war's trick. This style is floor piss and punching cats with sore fists. With insertion through orifice. Environmental adaptation, I can show you how the forest gets the consciousness. It responds to my dominance. I'm ominous without preponderance. Acknowledge this, return to DC Universe. Emerge about the turf like Adrienne Barbeau without a shirt. The flesh has got its perks, but none are suited for the long term. We stack the crazy bread and drip the sauce without the heartburn.
My only meal plan is the medibles in my drawer. That won't change until that change in the vegetables through a straw. This soul's been infected with the allure. A lot of us who ain't molecularly uniformed, heralded as their cure. I'm more than sickness, I absorb the remnants of my ghost before I lost my interest. When I'm reminiscing, I recorded semblance. It's that raw, authentic, like KRS always said it was. No soul covered my expenses, had to always get it. Born again and again in the fourth dimension with the mic cord. Damn strong as the shit the psych ward injected. Let's start the session with a prayer and a blessing. For our friends, it's no longer present, but still hearing their essence. The stress is always there. Some, but to be fair, what corrects it is to stare at a windowless view, dancing candles reflecting. If the world wasn't burning sun, then neither would I. Swear it's the weed that takes a week to reply, not the soul.
Hey, bro. 7 bro.
My brain real, blunted.
Got that good cheap. In this motherfucker with that. Hey, bro. 7 bro.
I paralyzed from your feet up.
Got that good cheap. In this motherfucker with that. Hey, bro. 7 bro.
My brain real, blunted.
Got that good cheap. In this motherfucker with that. Hey, bro. 7 bro.
I paralyzed from your feet up.
Got that good cheap. In this motherfucker with that. Hey, bro. 7 bro.
My brain real, blunted.
Got that good cheap. In this motherfucker with that. Hey, bro. 7 bro.
I paralyzed from your feet up.
Got that good cheap. In this motherfucker with that. Hey, bro. 7 bro.
My brain real, blunted.
Got that good cheap. In this motherfucker with that. Hey, bro. 7 bro.
I paralyzed from your feet up.
Got that good cheap. In this motherfucker with that.
I've seen ghosts, trees, and the green.
The green. The green.
You listen close enough, they'll tell you stories you won't even believe.
He's come back from the grave.
How do you kill something that's already dead?
Dead after risen from the grave.
Mister, there's 100 of those things out there.
How many did you say?
100?
The dead who cannot die. The living dead.
Probably be a lot more of them as soon as they find out about us.
All persons who die during this crisis, for whatever cause, come back to life to seek human victims.
The living dead.
The killers are eating the flesh of the people they murder.
Yeah, they're dead. They're all messed up.
The living dead.
The living dead.
The living dead.
Bloodshot red.
The living dead.
The living dead.
The living dead.
Taking your head.
The living dead. Why disturb the living dead?
Bloodshot red.
The living dead.
They're coming to get you.
The living dead.
Taking your head.
Slow walking out the coffin, not a thought in the brain. All that remains is consumption. No change in the function of government. Assume nefarious intent. Breach through the barriers of men. Watch me parry in defense against infection. Just fencing with my brethren. Spilling ink for real, we on the brink of extinction. So ill, we need to link while inflicting. Death blows on. Walkers telling me they watch MSNBC without telling me it's deafening. Talkers cough up talking points, my weaponry aimed at the brain. Sane shall abstain from the taste of flesh, being laid to rest, only to rise and then die again at my hands. Half in fams, even if they my mans. It's mercy to end it before they fully turn. Should we burn the bodies? Probably. We'll surely learn the rules to this zombie shit. Do not be bitten, leaking like some mommy's tit. It's obvious I'm influential like a lobbyist. No hobby, it's essential like grocers and pandemics. Gets grosser, this man's head is exploded. Rose in Tetris, that is for sure, there's no cure. Exposed, your flesh is getting nicked. Undead DJ scratching. Replays happen when he spray rapping. Whatever he say patent, it's worth the champion's purse. Undefeated, none can reach it under sieges. Like they all bite, but none can eat it.
Living dead. Living dead.
Now bloodshot red.
Living dead.
Living dead. Taking your
Living dead. Why disturb the living dead?
Now bloodshot red.
Living dead.
They're coming to get you.
Living dead.
taking your
Hey yo, a couple hours now before the sun sets, let's gather up this ammunition for change of conditions. Listen, no one is left for dead. This the last of us. A shotgun blast is a magic touch. A counter strike before they grab and clutch. Be careful of the onslaught with imperceptible amounts. The slow motion provides effective use for the explosive rounds. Citizens flee, lodge at the closest town. I hope surrounds my squad. They treat us like Ghostbusters, rip your poster down. Midnight strikes and bullets should be in mid-flight. A couple Molotovs and buzzing chainsaws for those who get too close. Gotta watch the flank, they'll encapsulate you. Speed is hella precious, it yields extra protection. Bless the living, curse the brain dead corporate shields. Sorcerers for real, make sure you don't absorb the essence. A daytime existence turns to a death wish. The war against your soul from the impressionists. You might be outnumbered, but those truest and hearts shall never miss. Excellence with accuracy, suppressing degrees of marksmanship. Shooting off limbs, apocalypse begins. Life on the fringe with dark souls. Same color as barcodes. Our shows, bloodstaining, mess up your articles. Guard your toes, always protect the loaf. No fear, blessed folks, that's extra dope. Protection of degradation to vegetable status, the madness. Mind states of entrapment, crimes of passionate survival. This is my refusal to die as proof.
Living dead. Living dead.
Now bloodshot red.
Living dead. Living dead. Living dead.
taking your
Living dead. Why disturb the living dead?
Now bloodshot red.
Living dead.
He did this to me.
Living dead.
taking
Yo, you ain't in a war with me, you at war with yourself, so fuck off. I polish all my demons, I clean with you, get the dust off. You want an easy life, but it's easy when evil trumps God. Fuck all that religion, I'm speaking to you through blunt bars. This world nasty, they say what you can't be. They feed you illusions and starve you jewels from the pantry. If I gave you jewels, would you choose to use it or scam me? I already know the answer when all your food has a cancer gene. They have you basing all your work on synthetics, selling sex for money or risking freedom to get it. Butchering your body for temporary aesthetics, or putting on a mask and pretending that you ain't breathless. You ain't fooling me, I don't enable no flim-flam. Them corporate checks don't offer rest when you stress and scrolling on Instagram. Them Dubai trips, them drinks you sip don't measure up to no big plan. You still feel empty, still gon' serve some entity or some slick man. Hey, still gon' cower every time you pass me. Still gon' stalk me every hour with your auntie. Still gon' hate me with a passion, I'm your fancy. Still will not get no reaction, I'm no pansy. Give me my crown now, will a fortune always turn? I'm just down now, many people wanna hear me, I'm surround sound. Will take the whole year off, still pound for pound. My price goes up, it might get stuck. Don't get tight once Ike shows up. Flows get diced once I go nuts. Smoke on mics now, I'm no done.
Living dead. Living dead.
Now bloodshot red.
Living dead. Living dead. Living dead.
taking your
Living dead. Why disturb the living dead?
Now bloodshot red.
Living dead.
They're coming to get you.
Living dead.
taking your
For the few remaining, their only hope of survival is to find a cure.
I don't believe it.
We've got to get out in the chopper. We've got to survive. Somebody's got to survive.
They kill for one reason. They kill for food. They eat their victims. Imagine, if you will, that something has gone terribly wrong. Shoot it, man. Now, accept the fact that there's no escaping the horrible consequences.
We must not be lulled by the concept that these are our family members or our friends. They are not. They will not respond to such emotions.
The living dead who live on living flesh. The dead whose haunted souls hunt the living whose bodies are the only food for these ungodly creatures.
They never get out of line. It's everywhere. What the hell is it?
What are they doing? Why do they come here? I'm afraid.
We have spawned our own savagery. Soon, it will consume us all. It is a horrible, hauntingly accurate vision of the mindless excesses of a society gone mad.
They must be destroyed on sight.
When there is no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth.
We are down to the line, folks. We are down to the line.
In that movie, they destroyed your brain to kill them. Is that what they did? The brains, right. Why do you eat people?
Not people, brains.
The living dead. The living dead.
The living dead has ended.
You're not afraid to challenge the natural order?
We've only just started. Just opened the door. Look, now's the time to go through that door and find what lies beyond it. But don't you see? We've discovered the source of life itself, and we've used it to restore a creature that was dead.
You see?
Indestructible matter.
What is it for?
What is it for? To give life after death, my friend. That's what it's for. Life after death.
This is your universe, Frankenstein.
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 This is Frankenstein.
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 This is Frankenstein.
It's alive, ill-advised to try and visualize the world without my creations, quite uncivilized. Dim the lights, grim at night, things go bump when written right. Mad scientist supplying his precision, vision of an eagle, X-rated see-through, chest made for a cheap suit. $6 million monster sponsored by no corporation. Support the making, yo, I'm short on donations, hardly affording this basement for my creations. Awoke the dead, it's more than medicine we make. An elevated state for he who met his fate. Now in better shape, speed of a cheetah, defeating all speedsters on turf, grass, and cement. Purse snatchers get bent. Super strength, black beard, DNA to see the play you need. Super slow-mo, these hoes know they'll never leave awake. Once they hit the ground, sound ceases, found in pieces. Wait, hold up, he's not supposed to kill, gotta fix that. Switch that to whiplash before his next dispatch. Still a mismatch for humanoids on proven roids, employed to be deployed and destroyed as test subjects. Less than supervillains, roided out politicians, admissions of guilt, spilled beans on a slab in the lab. The cabinets have oceans of potions, woken dead things, limbs and spread wings of fallen angels, appalling mangled. Bodice monsters, hands for corner spangled, banner plans overseas, motives be nefarious for sure, precarious, unsure, once pure. Corrupted on some fuck shit. The uptick in devilry, the cause of these drastic measures. The raps are pleasure, but they've driven me mad. My efforts to see some changes have fallen on dead ears. No more waiting till next year. The flesh here is rotting, but I got it. Should watch it and peep the technique. Good as new, look at dude moving, see he's the recipe.
Frankenstein.
This is Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
This is Frankenstein.
Hey yo, the name is Victor. It's never nice to meet you, don't disturb my work. Experimentation first, every day is immersed in scholastic achievement, passed with agreements. And I'm all creative now, larger than simple thought. Composition of the flesh. What's next is anybody's guess, so let's explore the mental archetypes. Larger than life is standing at 7 feet. The well is deep and wholesome like Della Reese. Until I'm finished taking this writ in my head. Instead of least, the venom meets the antidote, you antidote. So quit the fancy quotes, cause my scientific method is a man's reproach. Never could you calculate the plans and scope. Hands to the throat, apply the pressure like slamming a pope. The mandible crush, I'm tangible clutch. like an animal in flux. Man, just hand us the bucks. I think it's alive and he's standing up. Sentient, yes, I manifest theories. See my object clearly. Intelligence still artificial. I know this thing can kill me, but as the master I impose dominion. Sorta like older women with no children. That feminism did you in. This concludes the programming. World up on my shoulders, throw the planet like a shot put. Catch me inside the cage, amazing distance. Enough to place in first with superhuman strength. I dedicate my wins to science. Research before you speak first and don't converse. Sit quiet and eat your worms. Let me figure out all the logistics. What to tweak and turn, cause it's been years in the making. Still a vacancy upstairs in the mental knot. On par with the physical, afraid of flame. Very fascinated, like a young adult. My soul is in the vault, next to extra body parts controlled by human thought. Moving an exclusive walk, like a zombie. Need some new wares from Abercrombie. My sense of fashion beyond me. So now we proceed to assimilate. Watch me demonstrate the narration like Mary Shelley without beginning tape.
Frankenstein.
This is Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
This is Frankenstein.
Prepare yourself for a new Frankenstein.
A man whose strange experiments with the dead have since become a legend.
The ultimate Frankenstein, experimenting with the forbidden secret of life, molding his most terrifying creation.
You will see Frankenstein take the eyes of one man, the brain of another.
I can stop you using his brain. Why? He has no further use for it.
You will see lifeless hands begin to move. You will see a man turn into the world's most terrifying monster.
The monster created by a man they called mad.
Life out of death.
The Frankenstein experiment. Frankenstein, the name stands for fear. He shocks the world as he mocks the devil. He creates monsters of men. Frankenstein's most terrifying experiment comes to life.
Well, if you're going to concentrate on the dark side,
Frankenstein, you toy with wrathful forces.
The evil of a man who created a monster and harnessed the tempestuous forces of nature. Give it life, Frankenstein.
Won't you understand you're in real danger? You cannot possibly conceive what dreadful thing he's going to do.
What are you trying to tell me, Paul? The Victor's wicked? Insane?
Wicked, insane, evil, call Frankenstein what you will. A demon had made a man-made monster, and now the monster was the master.
Frankenstein is back to raise the dead,
To violate the laws of nature.
to terrorize the living.
Frankenstein, who crosses swords with Satan in his fight for immortality.
In the cause of science.
Of a scientific enterprise that will change the world.
Such knowledge, such power.
You can't achieve death. We won't know unless we try.
He lives, he lives, he lives, he lives.
I am a vampire. I do consume human blood. There is a real live community that exists not only within the States, but also throughout the world.
He and his kind prey on the innocent.
Well, these days we go ripping people's throats out. We go out searching for victims.
He said that he was a vampire and that he drank of the blood. It was then that the nightmare really began.
My energy level, my energy level, destroy vampires, destroy my energy level, my energy level, destroy vampires, destroy my energy level, my energy level, destroy vampires, destroy.
I got that Van Helsing heat, man melts in my sunlight. Stake to the heart, fang mark rappers after that one bite. The real villains with flag pins, chillin' the Aspens. Dracula type, miraculous flights, blasting crafts in space. Government funded by the same cast that laugh in our face. Asking for healthcare, some wealth share, call it welfare. Felt bad for them a health scare. People in despair, highest Delta Air was Deltas there as coping mechanisms. Those hoping left in prisons of their own mind. Go blind when it's showtime. The whole time, tune in to watch the cosign. signs. From blood sucking, yuckers running from their lips, anchors, bars with garlic breath, scar the flesh, marked for death. The rap blade made the game sucker free. Guard your neck before you made into the next sucker MC. With no reflection, no introspection, empty for centuries. Under the rule of they pale skin, frail thin, observing they decadence. Been decades since we got a new deal. Evidence points to my conclusion. With no confusion, obviously need a revolution. A general strike to deal with our several plights. Plentiful rights violations by the federal types. These Bela Lugosi fellas gon' know me once it's said and done. They may be dead is what they drinking from.
Destroy empires. Destroy
Get out the sun, the luminescence might be too much. Ultraviolet perception, amazing I can do it such. Broadcasted light, MCs pass the mic, passion of Christ. Crucifixion, holy waters and glass pipes. Deception came about the darkness last night. To mitigate with flashlight was bad advice, won't suffice. Politicians resemble poltergeists. Bloodstream coders of most and ice to slowly revoke your rights. Close friends approach you for your ends with hands out and lofty expectations after coming from their man's house. No reciprocation, just the face palm. Defensive napalm with wingspan longer than Tayshawn. Prince of thievery, control machinery. I can tell the illuminations, what they see in me, I radiate easily. The rap Simon Belmont, ensconced in flame and set in motion like a cheat code. Demolishing weak souls who speak prose to leech instead of teach those. Hasn't been a week old from dusk to dawn, 24 in street mode. Roll with the guard, I got protection from the narcissist. Verbal arsonist, heat from the bulb sparking a remarkable clip. 7 expose the fangs and bite the neck. My sustenance for blood, it has no limitations. Absorb the essence like joining this one through penetration. Once I get my hook inside the prayers, you can't save them. Yo.
My energy level. Destroy empires. Destroy empires. My energy level. My energy level. Destroy empires. Destroy empires. My energy level. Destroy empires. Destroy empires. My energy level. My energy level. Destroy empires. Destroy empires. My energy level. My energy level. Destroy empires. Destroy empires.
Legends have their roots in the mists of time. Some are awesome and terrifying in their implication. Some are real and have their foundation in truth. The whispered word is vampire. The horror is real and very close. I believe the legend to be true. He destroyed this vampire, one of the cursed creatures that live enshrouded in an aura of fear and terror. If vampirism exists in Eastern Europe, and I can assure you it does, there is no reason to question its existence in other parts of the world. My studies and research into this subject, and my own confrontation with an arch-vampire, leave me in no doubt whatsoever as to the validity of this particular story. Vampires do exist.